Evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Above the Rim. It's been a little minute since you all sat down with us, but tonight we're joined by one of the most renowned freshmen in the country at the Division I level, Laquan Ellis, CARIFTA medalist in the triple jump, and now doing this thing at Florida State under Coach Levon Sands. Go on, tell us a little bit more about yourself.
This was definitely a long time in the making now. So I'm glad that I could finally come down and, the boy, you know what I'm saying? So come down and sit down with my boy. But yes, sir, freshman coming out this year, just looking to make an impact on the NCAA and, glad to be here, be able to talk to you about the journey that we're going through right now.
All right, bad. We can get right into it. Let's talk high school for a minute. You spent some time at high school at Sunline, so me and you became acquainted with each other, and had a chance. You played, I'd say, the best basketball player you ever played with. But
Yeah,
others might argue it, but I
yeah.
probably the conversation right now. But from then, your expectation and conversation we had was, track was the main focal point for you. Even though you were a really good basketball player, it was always the dream to represent the Bahamas at the CARIFTA games. So let's talk about your time there and how that year you spent in Sunline helped groom you and get you ready for making that next step going back to the US.
Well, most importantly, Sunline was a great time in my life. I feel like Sunline gave me that I just had to make sure that I was on top of myself. So it kind of almost like prepped me for the college. So I feel like coming into college, like I was already acquainted and I was good. Like, Sunline, I had to put my time aside. I had practices at a certain time. I had to be there. My transportation, if I don't have a ride, I gotta find a way to get there. So I feel like Sunline really just gave me that we gotta get on our stuff. Like, you taking care of your own self and then being with the boys too in Miss Basin's house. I feel like that was a great time. I just felt like I met my brothers, and every single day we just was together and we every day was a movie, literally. Every day was a movie with them boys.
For sure. Let's talk about George Jenkins now. Your name is stamped all over the record books there, all
Yeah.
across, and pretty much every event that you took part in, you had some impact on the institution. So take us through your time there, those last 2, 3 years of high school for you at George Jenkins.
So yeah, I came over. And I would say my freshman year, I went to a school in Lakeland. I had just moved back to Lakeland. I went to a school, Victory Christian Academy, played basketball. And I started to do track. Track and field really still wasn't my main primary or my main source of focus. I was just kind of like doing it just to do it because I knew I was good at it when I was younger. But I still had the hoop dreams.
Right.
So when I went ahead and I moved over to George Jenkins High School, it was between George Jenkins High School and Bartow High School, two different schools inside the county. I ultimately ended up choosing George Jenkins because that was the only school with a actual track, a rubber track in the county, and they were the only school that was pretty good, decently in both sports. I know Bartow had just came from winning a state championship in basketball, but they had little to nobody on the track team. So I ended up choosing George Jenkins, and I feel like that was one of the best decisions I could have probably made in my life, going to George Jenkins. Um, I played basketball, like I said, 10th grade year at George Jenkins, 11th grade year on and off, but I didn't really fully dive into the commitment until I did like the end of my 11th grade year. I really said, okay, I'm not going to be 6'5". I can be 6'6". I can be like my cousin. I can be 6'11", Kai Jones. So I just had to say, hey, bro, let's just put all our eggs in one basket. Let's just do track and field. Let's see where it could take us. And the minute that I start just saying like we're just going to do this track and field thing, bro, like I went from jumping 22 feet to 23 feet 8 inches and being at the top of the county, like the country. I was number two in the country because I jumped out the first week, and number two in the country. I think the only person in Florida other than Michael Larry was another Bahamian who jumped farther than me, which was Mateo Smith, uh, Mateo from down south. So, being able to see my names going to leaderboard, bro, after not really doing nothing my sophomore year was just like, it was amazing, bro. So it was refreshing to kind of see that. And at this point, I still haven't even started doing the triple jump yet. So I really didn't even start with the triple jump until my senior year, bro. Literally February, which would make a year now. So February, I started triple jump.
So let's break that down a bit. You talk about that 1 foot improvement. Now, to people that don't know track and field, they might think, oh, that's something small. But let's make that a reality so people can understand how big of a jump that is to go from 22 to 23 in a matter of months for somebody that doesn't even take the sport seriously yet.
Yeah, well, my 10th grade year at this point, this is when I just started to take the weight room serious. I stopped doing basketball fully, and I was like, we just doing track and field, so I wouldn't miss any weight room sessions. I wouldn't miss any plyos, no nothing. I wouldn't leave practice early. So our school record at the time was 23 feet 7.5 inches by a dude who Riley who came to Florida State eventually, and he ended up having a school record. So I know every night, like I mean, like the night before the meet, I literally could remember vividly, bro. I was up all night, literally. My PR is 22 feet, bro. At this time, 22 feet 0 inches, literally.
Mm.
I stayed up all night practicing the wagon line in the pit. It's like manifestation, bro. Talking to myself, talking to God, like praying, like please, like I feel great, like my body feels great. Self affirmation. And the next day, yesterday, bro. I mean, the next day came just being able to go out and jump 23.8, bro, was just like wow. Like I mean, still I haven't jumped that far to this day, but it's just like being able to do that, bro, is just like it's eye opening, bro. It's just wonderful feeling. That's a crazy jump, bro. That's like going from I think I went from six point I think like 6.9 meters, bro, to 7.22. So that jump I ended up getting hurt, so I wasn't able to go to CARIFTA in Jamaica. But that jump qualified me for CARIFTA in Jamaica, and that jump had me qualified for nationals outdoor and indoor in the US. So yeah.
It's crazy, bro. That's big time stuff for one leap. It's crazy. One
Yeah,
jump
bro.
could change your whole future.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So a bit more on that now, getting into being nationally ranked now.
Mm.
Following that injury, what was the mindset for you on that road to recovery after you got hurt?
It was a lot of having to really just bottle all your thoughts up and have to really think like, okay, why am I being put in this situation right now? And I feel like that was the time where I became mentally strong. I really went into a whole different level where I feel like I got that dog in me. And it's just like at that time it was like you feel like you just had an all-time high, and then
Right.
all of a sudden, what I'm saying, like everything comes crashing down. But I really just, I just really prayed, bro. I prayed to God. I talked to God through it all. I really didn't know if I could be able to feel that same way again, because it was just like a pain in my back that's like anytime I run, like it would feel some type of way, or anytime I try to jump, it feels some type of way, and it just would never go away. But to this day, like you gotta I pray to God, bro. I pray to God, and stretching, and I learned the value of stretching, drinking waters, my fluids, making sure I good. But at that time it was really just a lot of praying, bro. Because to return my senior year, my biggest goal my senior year was definitely when I get hurt. It was more so when I come back, I want to make sure like I do even better than I did last year. Like I want to take this to a whole different level, bro. Like you gotta like we just gone last year. We was top in the country. Everything comes down. It's like
Right.
now what? You got your senior year coming up. What you could do? So I really prayed and I looked at it as a positive. I was like, hey, what if we went ahead? We would have won states my 11th grade year. Um, I would have been content. I probably would have been super excited. I maybe would have signed to a school.
Right.
I would have been super happy, and then the next year I come and I don't jump anything, or
Yeah.
I don't pick up the triple jump. So I always looked at it as a blessing, bro. I always was like, maybe this is just a part of the story, because long jumping now, I don't really even long jump now. But picking up the triple jump, I picked up the triple jump because I wanted to double in the triple jump. For my senior year, I wanted to go ahead and win both. That was the original plan. So picking up the triple jump, I mean, bro, in like the first two meets, I ended up qualifying for the CARIFTA standard, and they went ahead and they actually took a chance on me, bro. Like I gone up there. Actually, we were going to that story after, But
Yeah,
yeah, so I went ahead, bro, and I just prayed, bro. It was a whole lot of time to just think to myself and like, bro, like this is what we here for. So it's just a lot of that. It's a lot of that crying, a whole lot, bro.
I know, but I've been there. Had injuries and stuff too. So it's no test, no testimony. That's what I always like to tell people whenever I get asked about it, and just that's the encouragement I give right now.
That's
But
love.
building off what you said, man, you led right into it with CARIFTA. Take us through the experience, the moment when you made that jump, and then talk about them taking that chance on you to put you on that team because most of the time they like to take kids that are already in school in the Bahamas. They ain't really want the kids coming from the US too much. So tell us about it.
Yeah. So like I was saying, my 11th grade year with the 722, I was already on the radar for the team, but with not really doing the long jump my senior year, it was really, when Mateo jumping, like coming out of college, jumping like 7.5, 7.6, and Johnny and all the other guys down there who doing their thing.
Right.
It would have been a lot harder for me for to qualify for that. So with me, I promise you, I just started the triple jump. I had just started the triple jump maybe 2 weeks before CARIFTA trials. Um, I went ahead and I found a coach in February. I went ahead and I found a coach, and I just started to work on a triple jump because I knew, bro, like I could jump. Like that it was just the technical part that I was lacking, but
Right.
I knew I could jump. So I know the options was going there was we'd go to CARIFTA trials and they he talked to all of them and they was like, okay, cool. The coach was like, you could do the triple jump or you could go ahead and do, I believe it was either the decathlon or the pentathlon, whatever is the events where you do the multis and
Yeah.
all that. So going into it, me and my mother was talking. She was like, she said, I really want you to make this team. She said, I really want you to make this team. She's like, here's the proof of my ticket that I just bought that I know is going to be lined up for the dates that you'll be over there, even before you made the team. She said,
Right.
here's the tickets here. She said, I need you to go ahead and I need you to do what you need to do. I said, Mom, I got you. So the choice was to either do the multis or the triple. And I was like, I could do the multis and score points, but that'd be like a slap in the face of myself to be like, hey, instead of doing what my main thing is and that's triple jump, I come on there and I do the multis. So I end up coming to the Bahamas and I end up deciding to just do triple jump. So I did the triple jump and I found a coach out there, Coach Edwards. I went out there and I found a coach out there and I was just doing drills and stuff like that with coach. So I mean, I went out there really not knowing anybody, bro. Like I just knew the coach and nobody else. This is Charles. So they came and they seen me, I got my dreads or whatnot. They seen me, they're like who this boy is? Like, who you think he is
Yeah.
coming over here? This American boy, like who you think he is coming over here? So, that with that too being on you, like, what I mean? Like you gotta just carry yourself differently. So I went over with the triple jump. It was just like I don't know, bro. Same thing. Night before the meet, night before we go to jump, I watched a lot of videos, a ton of videos, still with no form. But in trials, bro, I went ahead and I ended up qualifying for the mock, I believe, on like my third jump.
Mhm.
I went, boom, jump. And then Johnny come, boom, jump. Nah, I came over, I went over, and I believe at this point we both had jumped like 14, 14, 6, 14, 7, whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
And then I went over Kim, boom, 15 meters. I was like, whoa, like, you know what I mean? And this is
Yeah.
my PR before that, bro, was 14.4. So jumping from
Impressive.
14.4 and going from a 36 board in high school to come over to CARIFTA, jumping from a 42 board, that just makes you jump farther. And the
Yeah.
whole time I didn't know the whole thing behind it. But we went from a 42 board, which was the Olympic board. Come now, 15 meters, boom, 15.07. I look at the pit like, wow, like I literally almost had a tear because it's just like, it was wonderful. Like, it was just a wonderful feeling being able to be like, bro, like, I could qualify and make the team.
Mhm.
And I went in too. Like, this is a new event I went in.
Yeah.
Johnny come, boom. Like the whole crowd just, he ended up going and beating me by a couple centimeters.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like with that too, bro, that just drove a different type of fire in me too. Like, I feel like my senior year, I came second in triple jump all year. CARIFTA trials, state championship, I was runner up. CARIFTA trials, CARIFTA games, I lost to Jaden Hibbett. So I came second all year.
Mhm.
So it's just like it just drove a different type of feeling in me, bro. Because coming second at CARIFTA Trials, I was like, Johnny's my boy now, but I was like, bro, like I ain't losing no more than bro. So it's
Yeah.
like everybody who've already beaten me, I feel like I gotta see them again, whether it's next week or in the pro level. But eventually I'm gonna have to run into them and see them again. So, I mean, that's what I looking forward to. So I looking forward to.
I mean, you talk about at CARIFTA finishing second at Jaden. I mean, shoot, that's a gold medal in itself because that dude, he's something different, bro.
Yeah, bro. I mean, shoot. I mean, bro, the whole just to represent my country, bro, was just like amazing, man. Like the thought of just doing the triple jump for 2 weeks prior before CARIFTA trials, it was just like, bro, like I feel like it was a story that was just written in itself. Like,
Right.
never done the triple jump. God placed the hurdle in my life and was like, hey, we're gonna put a hold on long jump to make sure that you focus on something else that you may not even know that I have a plan for you for. So it's like going ahead and doing that and going fully into it, and then everything paying out was just like a blessing, bro. It's just my family was excited for me. I had my uncles, Neil Ellis, from Nassau, come out to come watch me jump. I had Brave Davis out there who come and meet me. Then I had and who knows me well now. He'll see me every time I see him or anything like that. He'll say hi or what's up. Um, I'll see when I went ahead and I seen Perry Christie. He was actually at my great grandmother's funeral when she passed away. So seeing him at CARIFTA games again on a happy note, and he hand me, my medal on the Bahamas, the 50th annual Bahamas Marlin. It was just amazing, bro. Being in my crowd and my peoples too, like the energy at home is like none other, bro. The energy at home is like literally none other. I feel like I could run through a wall and I'll be okay when we at home because it's just
Yeah.
like the adrenaline being in our stadium was just so action packed and the love for it was just amazing. And I remember after the jumping, there was this picture after we jumped. It was this picture that kind of went viral with me holding my mother. So I remember my mother holding me like this, and she was hugging me, and
Mhm.
you could see on her nails she had like the Bahamas flag and all that on her nails or whatnot.
Yeah.
But you could see she crying and holding me, bro, and it was just like, bro, like that moment, like I don't know how what other moment could talk that, but I feel like that was just like the greatest moment ever. Being home in front of my people, bringing another medal back home in the CARIFTA games, through all adversity, that just was the moment that showed, like, bro, no matter what you went through in life, bro, like, this is what you could do. So, and then obviously being there with Coach Sanz too. Coach Sanz was, helping me out
Right.
through jumps and all that. He would talk to me. So, I mean, with that, it was just, I mean, I knew Coach Sanz from maybe my sophomore year after I jumped my big jump, I knew Coach Sanz in the long jump.
Hmm.
But with him just being there with me through that time where I went at the time where I got hurt and it was kind of like everything, and he's still being there on my side, making sure I good. I knew that was the school I wanted to go to. So after CARIFTA games, I was picking up offers from Miami. I had Texas Tech coach talking to me, Baylor, Campbell University, Penn State, my university, I had I talked to Florida, University of Florida. I had all type of coaches, especially all the coaches at USF. I had all the coaches in Florida wanting to speak to me, but
Hmm.
I believe after CARIFTA, I had my mind made up that Florida State was definitely going to be the school for me ultimately because coach being from the Bahamas, me knowing some of the guys here too that I kind of grew up with jumping with, and I already had a relationship with, so it just feels like yeah, bro, it was a family, bro. So coming in, especially after CARIFTA, was amazing. I actually qualified for the Panam team too, but I wasn't able to go. But that would have been beautiful, Costa Rica. But
Yeah, I think my sister was on that trip for that team.
the Costa, yeah,
It was,
that would have been sweet, bro. I think knockout. I think
yeah, it was knockout. Yeah, yeah.
knockout. Oh man, I wish I could have gone. Jeez.
Hey, look, they had a good time over there. But let's talk about the Bahamas games. You had a chance to come back home one more time and put on a show for the people in the Bahamas. What was that experience like for you?
That experience for the Bahamas games, that was more so kind of like I think that's like after the season.
Hmm.
Me and my sister both competed in the Bahamas games. LeBria Sands, that's a big name now going around the Bahamas for softball. She was the softball pitcher for Grand Bahama,
Hmm.
the eighth grader that went ahead and was striking everybody out. Everybody, was going crazy for Bria. But yeah, we both competed. It was more so like a break for me, kind of like my last meet, I believe.
Hmm.
I didn't compete as well as I wanted to, but I mean, just to go back home, bro, and jump in front of the crowd was amazing.
Right.
Like I once again I came second, but the person I lost to was a pro. So
Yeah.
Kaiwan Kulma, he now trains at FSU with us too, with
Hmm.
Charisma Taylor and everybody else. So I don't know. It was an amazing, I was able to meet some of my family and all that up there
Hmm.
too. So I really feel like that was a good break for me, man. Like
Yeah.
it's always good to go back home. But yeah, that it just was an amazing meet, and then being able to bring a medal too for Bimini, because we only had like 4, 5, 6 medals, so being able
Yeah.
to bring a medal back home and send it back to Bimini, bro, was amazing, bro. I really feel like that's my country. I mean, that's my country. That's my island, my little 9, 8, 9 mile island, bro. And I
Mhm.
sticking strong by them, bro. Bimini Islands.
You talked about your little sister and her being a household name now. It's crazy to think that you're a Division 1 athlete, CARIFTA medalist, silver medalist, and you're not even the best athlete in your family.
Bro, hey, it's crazy, bro. I mean, I wouldn't even say she got a long way to go, bro. We right there, we neck and neck. It's just like, I'm coming out and I'm going out and I'm putting these big marks in and trying to have something good for the chase. And she just come in and she comes back and does something big. So I feel like between me and her, we trying to set a name for not only for ourselves, but our family, take care of each other, take care of our mother.
Right.
She does everything for us. She, take care of us. And then we also got a little sister too that looks up to the both of us. So
Yeah.
I'm super proud of my sister, bro. She's now on a full scholarship at Montverde Academy. So it's a blessing to see her, as an eighth grader get a full scholarship to go to Montverde Academy. She's been to Florida State camp. She's been to LSU camp already, and she's not even in high school yet. She has offers and schools already looking at her now. She's about 5'8", about I'd say about like 115, like, so she's solid,
Yeah.
she good. So I mean, I'm proud of her, bro. I love her, I feel like the sky's the limit for her. Once she finds that home, especially in college, I feel like her NIL value will be amazing. I just excited to see what the future leads for, bro. I'm excited to see what the future brings for. But I gotta keep doing my part to show her that she could keep going and do whatever she wants to in this life. That's it.
Let's talk about NIL for a minute. How big what's your take on it first? What's your take on NIL?
I love NIL. You know what I mean? Like so you can get straight to it. I love NIL, bro. Like
Hey.
I mean, you go like as an athlete, especially in school. I feel like there's not a lot of ways for, I guess, us to make money. So
Yeah.
being able to, have some of the brands that, we grew up loving and we've supported, to now have those brands come and support us back is just like, it's a wonderful feeling. And when you're one of the top athletes in the country and you have like Duncan come to you, or suits, Puma or anything like that come to you and I want to be able to put money into your pockets to face their brand and stuff, it's just like amazing, bro. So everybody who has their NILs and been getting NILs, bro, I applaud y'all. You know what I mean? Teach me the ways, But I'm happy for everybody and stuff like that, man. I mean, hey, everybody time comes shortly, sooner or later. But man, I mean, NIL space is huge, bro. The values of football, of course, it's big in like football and basketball now. Like I know some athletes too. I remember one of my boys here at Florida State. I met him in the summer. He's about like 6'11", 6'10", 6'11". I met him in the summer. Um, Bro used to call for a ride after class every day. Every day he used to call after a ride.
Mhm.
I remember in the fall, after fall, spring coming up. My boy passed by the he passed by the field while we was doing conditioning. He passed by the field. He really went it on. Yo, Quan. Hey, bro, I told him about a big white Jeep, bro. Ground
No.
Cherokee. I say, what? Jeep, bro. I told him about the topless off. He got the rims on there with the white plate, still paper plate. No, no,
That's
he
fresh.
just got the car. I was like, man,
Yeah.
gee. So you know the whole NIL space is amazing, bro. I love it. Shoots, hey. I trying to get there, way. Trying to get there, way.
Well, we talk a bit about Bimini and know that being your home and where you're from. And know the Islanders produce a lot of high level talents recently with you. Now at Florida State, VJ just committed to Baylor. And then
Baylor.
you also have Liano, no, not a
Liano.
Division 1 prospect, undecided where he's going to go to school yet. And then you have guys like Bradley that's playing college ball. Kai Jones was in
Yeah.
the NBA. So just tell me a bit about the culture that you guys have cultivated and continue to cultivate for the kids coming out of Bimini.
Bimini is a small island, and if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Wanye from what the Berry Islands?
Yeah,
And
one
I
from Berry Islands, yeah.
and I believe the Berry Islands is another small one. And even Rolante down to Rolante and DeAndre in Abaco and what man.
All the Aussie. That's all the
Oh,
guys.
like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, bro, it's just the small islands. Yeah, we may not have the outreach like Nassau and Freeport does, but I mean just to still be able to produce just as much talent, especially as of recently, it just showed like it's just amazing. Like I remember growing up, like we used to go down the street, like I mean, all of us grew up first started playing baseball. Actually, we
Mhm.
all used to play baseball first. You had the box stumper. You swing on third strike, you miss, you get base in your box. So I remember we was all playing baseball, but eventually, they ended up building basketball courts in the park, and we started to play basketball, and we had the rim low, everybody trying to dunk. I remember VJ going through the legs. We like 10, 11. He going through the legs and then like every summer. So I remember coming back home and seeing VJ being like 6'4" one time. And I'm just like, bro, what? Like VJ being 6'4", Liano was already dead tall and lanky.
Yeah.
Seeing the boys, you know what I'm saying, grow every year was just like it's just like wow.
Mhm.
But yeah, I super proud, especially of Bimini man. Like when we all go back, I definitely want to see if we could do something with Bimini. I know when I went back home, they did a parade for me. They did a parade for me after the CARIFTA games and stuff like that. But
Right.
I want to see if we can get something together where we can have like me, VJ, like everybody from Bimini, all up and coming and Division 1 or pro athletes or whatnot,
Yeah.
all for Bimini. But eventually, I think that's what the big goal will be. I would definitely would like to get together like VJ or anybody else and see, once we get older and money starts getting due, I do want to fund for Bimini, bro. Like I
Right.
want to be able to either build a court, help out with the gym, like just something, anything where it is where we could show kids like they could keep going and there's actually an avenue. There's people who believe in y'all, especially with Bimini, bro. It's a small island, but
Mhm.
if you take it serious and you want to go somewhere far, like everybody will support you and be there for you. And that's why I love my peoples from Bimini. I could go home and I know I could go home with $1. I promise you I could eat for the day and I know they can take care of me. Like I can go home for
Yeah.
with $1. I could have nothing to drink. I know I go home, they'll take care of me. So I don't know. I feel like Bimini is a close knit community that it almost feels like everybody's family.
Right.
Can't do foolishness because you go down the road and you teeth somebody bike. Chances is the lady who see you teeth the bike and go and tell your mommy later. So you end up going home and getting cut behind. So it's like just stuff like that always kept us out of trouble too. So I mean I love Bimini. Bimini was an amazing place for me growing up, especially.
Yeah, man, home is home. But now
Yeah.
you find yourself a new home in Tallahassee. And in your first official college track meet, you go there, take the goal and jump 14.9. What was that moment like for you, just knowing that? It's the first time you hit the track, you had some doubters, I'm sure, still saying, man, he can't translate this at the college level. And then to go out there and prove so much wrong. What was that like for you?
Uh that was amazing, bro. And that was a new indoor PB, which I eventually end up surpassing. But that was a new indoor PB. I was able to qualify for conference in my very first meet as a freshman. So I remember that being one of my biggest goals for my freshman year was to qualify for the ACCs. So to be able to do it in my first meet, I feel like it was just time to write down bigger goals because, like, I feel like we worked hard enough for it. And Coach Sans being able to talk to me and listen to me when I say certain things, like, okay, I feel like I maybe want to tweak this or tweak that. And being a supportive coach and being able to help better, all that is just what I feel like I needed. I feel like Tallahassee was the perfect place for me. I couldn't have picked no better school. I got people to this day who would love to be in a position I am in. They always ask, how could I get there? How could I do this? How could I do that? I know this is a position where I'm blessed to be in, and I definitely won't take it for granted at all. I love it here.
Yeah, so let's talk about now heading into the ACCs. What's the expectation as we plan through the rest of the indoor season and then head into outdoor as well?
Well, my indoor season went by pretty good. I would say I'm excited for outdoor. My indoor season went pretty good. We still got ACC championships. I just want to go out and knowing that I'm young in the field, I still want to go out and do what I feel like, what I've been training to do all these months. Like, and at this point, I feel like it don't matter if you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, as long as God give you the ability to lace up your shoes, bro. The sky's the limit. You go out there, you could jump 50 feet if you never jumped 40 before. It just you got to be all in the right mindset, and it's all time. It's all time. Like the song "Time is of the essence." So anything that you want to do, you just put your mind to it, and you go ahead and you could do it. So coming outdoors, I definitely would want to put my goals bigger. I would definitely love to be able to go to nationals. Like I feel like even if it's not winning it, but just being able to be in the atmosphere of nationals is just something that I really want to taste. I really want to see what that's like.
So let's talk a bit now about, you talk about Bimini being home and people, your little sisters looking up to you. But what is your advice to the other kids out there that hear your story after this goes out and they see you as a role model now, or the ones even before this comes out that have you as a role model? What's your advice to them to try and get where you are?
Um, it doesn't matter what you want to do in life. Just I would say I don't want to be too cliche and the sky's the limit, chase your dreams, go to the
Right,
moon,
right,
you
right.
know. But like I feel like the Bahamas is one thing I would say is the Bahamas is 110% behind the people that they going for. So it doesn't matter if you want to be basketball, anything, football. You want to be the next football player, bro, and you in the Bahamas and we don't play football. It doesn't matter. Once you feel like you got that drive, that energy, that dog, any way you want to go in life, just I would say to go 110% in it. I literally used to just race kids in school and I used to win. So racing kids in school, when I moved to the States, my parents putting me in track and field was never, I always played basketball. So putting me in track and field was just a blessing that I didn't even, know that I had. So I mean, you just gotta find the right people, be around the right crowd. Not everybody have to do, certain things, but be yourself. I feel like, being yourself is the best thing. We need new people and different people around the world. So somebody else is already taken, so don't try to be nobody else. You know what I mean?
Now, one more question before you wrap it up. The legacy question, something we ask every guest when they come on. When it's all said and done for you, and track and field is no more, you jumped that last jump, received that last Olympic gold medal. How do you want to be remembered by the sport of track and field?
Um, I want to not only on track and field, but I feel like I want to leave a legacy that everyone like Steven Gardner, the Golden Girls, 1 year is now doing. We got Terrence coming up. I want to leave a legacy that I know that coming up with them, I want to be able to push, especially the Bahamas track and field. I don't just want us to be known as, the country with the pretty colors and this and that and the beaches. Like And I want to be known in track and field. I want to show the Bahamas that, we ain't just sprints. We could jump. We could do this. We could play ball. We could do it so I wish and I hope that we can have a professional athlete in every single sport that the Bahamas is in. And I just want to push sports in the Bahamas to an all-time high. I think my biggest goals for myself especially is to, and I told coach, I want to, when it's all said and done, I want to have the indoor national record. I want to have the outdoor triple jump national record, and I want to bring an Olympic medal to the Bahamas in a triple jump. So those are my three biggest goals, and I got nothing but time. Through God, His power, His will, when the time is right. I would hope that everything is done, and that I could do everything that my mind I set it to
How
do.
close it is the community and the relationship, the family amongst all the Bahamian track and field athletes that compete at the various college levels.
Um, well, coming from the high school level, I remember I was getting in contact with Laquan there from the high school level. So I feel like, bro, like especially with it not being so much of us,
Mhm.
like once you in that level or in that space, like they all show love, bro. Laquan, Wanye, Terrence, like they all, and then we went to school down in Freeport, and while Terrence was there, so
Yeah.
just having a relationship with them was just like, they all cool, bro. So I feel like the close knit level with them, I'm not really cool with, like, I'm cool with Charisma and Kaiwan, but I ain't cool with really Steven Gardner or anything yet. I haven't got a chance to meet him, but
Yeah.
God, when I make a team with him, hopefully, we'll be able to meet not everybody else, all the other pros. But
Mhm.
I feel like it's a close knit community, bro. As long as you're from the 242, it's love. It's love. Love us all.
Ladies and gentlemen, Laquan Ellis,
Yes, sir.
biggest
Yes, sir.
name right now in track and field out there in Tallahassee, Florida, competing for Florida State, headed to the
Yes,
ACC
sir.
championships, trying to make something happen for himself, potentially be at the indoor national championships for the NCAA at the Division 1 level. Champion, thank you for sitting down with us this evening, man. We really appreciate it. It's been a long time coming, like you said.
Yes, sir.
We was finally able to get it thing done. But you close up, give us any few closing words you have for the people.
Uh, I just want to say, bro, you know, um, first and foremost, thank God, thank the mind above. I think every single person, in the Bahamas, I think Miss Basin and everybody else who helped me in this journey, Coach Ingram, everybody that has have had a lasting effect within high school and everything. I feel like right now I'm in great hands in college with Levon Sons and the people that I have around me. Um, I feel like this year was really just like the intro of what everything is gonna be. And in the next 2 years, I feel like is when everything is going to start to fall into place. And I speak that into existence right now. So with everything done, you know what I mean? Me and Jalen will meet back up on the podcast in 2028,
For sure.
hopefully talking about a potential medal, and not only just have a medal, but be able to speak about the experience and what the last 4 years was like and how we got there and reached to that level. So I appreciate, me being on your platform and everything like this, bro. It's always love.
For sure.
And I appreciate you taking the time out your day, especially to, talk to me and stuff like that. I appreciate it. And looking to see, where we both go in our respective careers, bro.
For sure, bro. Future bright on both sides.
Yeah.
With the man himself, he ready put it in the atmosphere. He's a visualizer. He sees the dream and he goes on and achieves it.
You know what
Olympics
I mean?
are on the horizon.
Yeah.
Again, everybody that thank you for tuning in tonight. It was a pleasure having you all join us. Until next time, stay focused, keep God first, and keep flying above the rim.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.